Hi, I'm Kathy Magnuson from Wildwood Learning. Maybe you're feeling stressed, overwhelmed, anxiety. Are those some of the things that during this time of crisis you might be coming up in your vocabulary? I'm here today to talk about a resiliency toolbox and one of the tools that you can put in your resiliency toolbox. Now, resiliency is being able to bounce back from adversity. And there's lots of different ways that we can do that. But one of my favorite tools is strengths. So maybe your toolbox is a big toolbox, like the one I have back here in our farm shop, or maybe it's a little toolbox, like the one I have right here that I keep in our house. Whatever size toolbox you have, you need to have tools in it. In my last video, I talked about using strength to overcome obstacles, the 4 different strength domains. We're just going to briefly go through them here. And if you want more, you can look down in the show notes and I'll have a link to that first video. So we said that there were 4 different categories or domains of strength. One is executing. Executing are people who have strengths that really can get things done. They can reach that goal. They like timelines and checklists. So you may have some executing strengths. Another type of strength area is thinking. Thinking are people who really look into the future. They like to have information and data and learn about different things. So you might have some thinking strengths. Another category is relating. Relating is all about people and relationships and forming those relationships. So if you're really into having people and relationships being one of those top things that you can do, then relating might be one of your top strengths. And the last area is called influencing. Influencing strengths are those where you're a cheerleader and you want to get people really excited about maybe an issue or something that's going on, have them join your team. If you can do those sort of things very easily, then maybe you have influencing strengths. Now, we all have different strengths and they can fall within these 4 different areas. Today, I want to bring you a little activity that you can do along with me or, on your own at different points that can really bring in thinking about your personal strengths and how they can help you to become resilient. So I want you to take just a few minutes and relax. Take a couple deep breaths and get yourself into a comfortable position. Now you can either close your eyes or just softly look down at the ground. And I want you to think about the rest of your day. What kind of emotions do you have that come up when you start thinking about your day? What kind of limitations maybe? How about the choices that you need to make throughout the rest of your day? Do you have them in mind? Now I want you to consciously pick one of those 4 domains that you felt resonated with you, either relating, influencing, executing, or thinking. Do you have one of those picked out? So I want you to consciously think about how your strength in that area can impact the choices that you make throughout your day. If you want to take a minute and pause the video and come back and write or journal about it, or even take some deep breaths and think about how could one of those 4 domains impact your day. Take another breath. Breathe deeply out. and come on back. Now, we all tell stories about our lives, and we can use our strengths to tell the story about what's going to happen throughout our day. For example, if I pick the relating strength and I think about my day and what I have left going on, I might want to consciously think about how am I going to connect with my family members? How am I going to connect with my husband, my children, and make sure that I have a few minutes of meaningful connection with them, talking to them about their day or what they have going on. When I do that, I'm fulfilling my need for my relating strength, and I'm also fulfilling a need for them in building that connection. So if you're wondering, how can you do this for yourself? Improve your happiness, your well-being, put some more tools into your Resiliency Toolbox, click on the subscribe button below and subscribe to the Wildwood Learning YouTube channel. I'll have a lot more coming up. Also, down below in the show notes, I have a link to a course that I'm co-facilitating called Strength-Based Resilience. It's a 4-session course where we'll be working with educators and parents and how they can first know your own strengths and then learn more about how you can tap into your child's strengths or your learner's strengths and then bring them to their resiliency toolbox. So maybe your toolbox looks like this, or maybe it just looks like this. Whatever size toolbox you have, you now have one more tool that you can put into that resiliency toolbox. So go out there and spark some joy